big girl brave cats. It's the first trip we've done that just children. So we are camping. Doing any off-road.
Turn the music up, too. I like this one. Oh, I don't care. Whatever you like.
So no, I haven't done any beaches this year.
And you only get one guy. Played well, didn't they?
Well, it's very great. Best point to win is Bruce kicked.
He won't play next week? Gone.
I'm sure he's pretty sure that's
Pretty brave playing him for such a poor game.
And there were
It's gunshots.
most goals he's ever kicked in a season.
60 goals in the season.
His grandfather.
West of Neon.
He's got enough speed.
Sorry? She's quite anxious. A lot of people have nails. Good.
Sorry?
Yeah, so I think the plan is to get a taxi space out of the fire zone. It's about 10 k's from where she's at. It's just smoke everywhere, so she's been quite anxious. I didn't sleep very well last night. Other than that, she's really lovely. Yeah, but there's been a lot of smoke last week. Yeah, it's like lots of fire. Yeah, good. She's still one that is actually decided. My front eye
Oh, you borrowed it. I thought he took it. That's pretty cool. Well, that's what Jim said. She ran the
Stadler and Waldorf are telling me to start the service now, so we're gonna have to drop all your lovely conversations. In yet another serious lapse of judgment, it has been seen fit to award me one of the services, and yet another service this year, which undoubtedly reflects very poorly upon this institution.
Michael, we're not buying that.
But you know, through faith and love and a hell of a lot of luck, most of us will make it through this alive.
What have you got planned?
Has anybody heard of Squid Game? No. So let me start. Whoop. See, Bo and I are fighting over the slides already. As we start today, I would like to acknowledge the Aboriginal owners of the land on which we are meeting, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and pay my respects to their elders past and present. Today, we do church on land that was stolen and never ceded. And now for our affirming statement. Hartwell is a fully affirming community and fully committed to being a safe place for all people who are connected to this community, regardless of gender, sexuality, race, family background, economic situation, and regardless of how old you are, where you come from, what abilities you have, what languages you speak, what religion, spiritual path, tradition, and ethical conviction. Everyone is welcome here, and we want everyone to feel safe here. So, winter is coming to a close, and thank God. The cheap rental that my partner and I call home is best described as period, that period being early 20th century double brick. And whilst this has incredible benefits during the summer, to the point where I wonder if we should all return to double brick construction because it just makes everything so much nicer, it means that our winters are cold and we are so very ready for it to be spring. Anybody else? Yeah, I've got all the renters in the audience going, yes, well, we can finally move out of the one room our landlord installed the cheapest reverse cycle in and enjoy the rest of the house. And the natural world is aching for spring too. The plants are ready to bloom. The birds are warming up their vocal cords or returning from their summer holiday, or their winter holiday, I suppose. The bugs and insects are eager to do all the gross, creepy, crawly things that they do so well. And as we sit here in our constructed world, I feel it's pretty easy for us to believe that we are separate from that natural world outside. Genesis 1 says that humans were given dominion over the natural world, but that has no claim that we are apart from the natural world. As much as we mitigate the harshness of winter with buildings and other technologies, we are still affected by the cycles and rhythms of the environment around us. The cold suppresses our immune system, which is the reason why we get sick more often during winter. A lack of genuine sunlight has profound effects on our mood. Some people, to the point where it becomes an actual disorder. And I'm sure there are all sorts of other ways that the seasons affect our bodies. But today I don't want to focus on winter. The theme of today's contemplative service is growing into spring. It's going to be a meditative practice, and the Highfield Road crew is in charge, and so it's going to be filled to the brim with those Taizé chants I know you also love. No, you can't escape, we've locked all the doors. Today, we're going to join the natural world as we wait for the days to become longer and the sun to become a little bit warmer. We'll start with a centering meditation and move on to chants, which are followed by periods of silence for contemplation. Now, before each chant, I'll give you some guidance as to sort of what to meditate upon. There'll be, in line with the theme, but feel free to let your mind wander. Sometimes what's immediately in our minds is much more important than whatever the incredibly handsome man at the front is telling you to think about. But before we begin, I'm going to invite Brian to light the Christ candle for us. And if you feel the pull or the draw, feel free to come and light a taper as a prayer at any point in the service. Thank you. So, like last time, I'm going to take you through what's called a body scan motivation. Oh my goodness. It's not even a typo, that's a brain fade. I'm going to take you through a body scan meditation. Meryl and Chris are going to play something slow and soft, and I'm going to guide you through a practice designed to calm your mind by making you focus on the present. So if you're able, plant your feet on the ground, rest your hands in your lap or, on your legs, and close your eyes. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. First, we're going to acknowledge the sounds around us. The piano, the flute, the sound of our air conditioning, the urn, the traffic of the nearby road. We're not going to judge those sounds right now. Right now, we're simply going to acknowledge that those sounds are here. Now, let's focus upon our feet. They're taking a break from supporting you right now. Move your focus around your feet, each foot, and notice how each bit of it is feeling. Whether they're fine or they're sore, we're not going to judge. Everything you notice are just sensations you're feeling right now, and nothing more. Slowly move your focus up to your ankles. Trace a circle around them. Now, move your attention up to your calves and shins. If you can, focus on the feeling of fabric against them. Move your attention up to your knees. Trace around your kneecaps, behind your knee. Now move to your upper leg. Consider how the fabric moves against them. Now we'll focus on our hands. Gently move your fingers. Consider the texture under your fingertips. Your fingers are amongst the most sensitive parts of your body. Slowly draw your focus up to your belly. Feel how warm it is. Feel it radiating heat for the rest of your body, keeping you warm. Now move up to your chest. Take a deep breath in and feel your lungs inflate with air. Notice the other sensations that occur when you do this. Let's move up to our shoulders and necks. Notice any tension present from your neck to your shoulders. Feel the change in sensation at your collar where your skin meets the air. Now draw your focus to your face, your lips, your nose, eyelids, your brows. Now draw your focus to your ears. Trace along their outside edges. Now draw your focus to the top of your head. And in a moment, you're going to take a deep breath in. And when you exhale, let all the sensations that you've gathered drift upwards and away. Breathe in. Exhale. And when you are ready, open your eyes. So, how are we doing? I remember the very first time I was led through the sort of, what's it called? Come on, Michael. This is why you shouldn't ad-lib body scan meditation. That sort of feeling of rest was actually genuinely profound. That's the reason why I like to do them at the start of these. So, I promised you chants. I deliver you chants. We're going to sing the chant, "In the Lord I'll be ever thankful." The words are very simple. The tune is pretty easy to memorize. And what I want to invite you to do is to try to memorize the melody and lyrics and just let those bits of your brain that deal with such things on autopilot. And my little bit of guidance for this chant is try to think back on how winter impacts the rhythm of your life. What does it slow? What does it stop? When we finish the chant, there will be a period of silence. And during that time, I invite you to ponder what came to your mind. Was there anything unexpected? Was it business as usual? We'll sing through quite a few times, and then there'll be a period of silence. now move into a time of communion. I remind us that all are invited to the Lord's table. We'll be singing a chant for this one as well. Take your emblems in your own time. Join the chant if you wish, or if you want to, you can simply choose to listen in silence. For this particular chant, contemplate what the Last Supper looks like in your mind. Is it the painting? Is it an actual sort of more authentic scene? And what informs that particular image? And perhaps what informed those? When everyone was arriving this morning, everyone made a comment about how cold it was, which may make you think I'm insane for taking my jumper off, but I'm directly in front of one of the heat vents here. And so as I'm standing here, I am actually very warm, But when I go over there to play the clarinet, I am freezing. But also, if anybody's aware of how woodwind instruments work, I just leave the clarinet over there and it goes cold. So I'd like to beg forgiveness of everybody with good relative pitch, because I'm basically starting from scratch every single time I'm starting to play the clarinet over there. Anyway. That has all sorts of complications itself. Woodwind instruments, not even once. Okay. Now for Bless the Lord My Soul. During this chant, as you attempt to sort of just internalize the words, lull yourself into that meditative state, extend your thought out into the gardens. Dance across power lines into parks. Wander through the dandenongs. Feel the warm sun and chill air of early spring. See creation emerging from its slumber. In the silence, what did you see, hear, and smell? Why were those the things you thought of? Are they connected to memories? Or are they some form of idealized model of what the outside looks like to you? Bless the Lord, my soul. Following that prompt, I immediately go to the many times my family drove along the roads in the Dandenongs, winding up the mountainside, where you have the giant, what are they? They're mountain ashes. I was going oak, pine, ash never occurred. Giant mountain ashes of the ferns and the sheer cliff that's visible from the passenger side of the car as you're driving up. And alternatively going, oh, how lovely, and also trying to calculate the sudden stop at the bottom of that pit. I was an anxious child, could you believe that? We're now moving into a time of intercessory prayer. Here we'll bring to God our prayers for people both in our lives and around the world. They can be silent, or if you are willing, out loud. We'll begin by singing the chant, O Lord, hear my prayer, twice to open, and then twice more to close at the end. In the middle, I invite you to voice your own prayer, whether it be for one person or a whole community. And after each voiced prayer, we'll sing the chant once through. So to be clear, we'll start by singing, O Lord, hear my prayer twice, and then once after each voiced prayer, and then twice again to close.
Well, the people dying of bombs, homelessness and starvation in Gaza, Lord, hear our prayer.
Lord, I pray for the hundreds of thousands who are devastated by war, famine, absolute disaster and failed state in Sudan, and the trickle over of that of 3 million people into the countries around them, and to all the people who are refugees everywhere. But we forget so many when we only concentrate on the numbers. Help us,
pray for Connor as he copes with the sudden loss of his partner Dan. Pray for his parents, Peter and Leslie, as they help him cope, and all of his family, and all their friends. Lord, hear our prayer.
We pray for the Economic Summit this week, for wisdom and action to do things as a result of that, and particularly for those in our community who are doing it really hard. Lord, hear our prayer.
Our next song is Sing Praise and Bless the Lord. During this chant, I want you to focus on what the coming of spring means to you. Will you be going somewhere? Are there events that are going to happen? Will there be people you meet only at those events or only in the things you do during spring? And in the silence, I want you to move from things to sensations. Sounds, smells, textures, tastes. Make a sensory collage of the coming months in your mind. What does spring feel like for you? There's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. And soon it's going to be time for spring. I hope this morning has been life-giving for you, or maybe it helped you catch up on some sleep, in which case you probably needed it. But before we close with our sung blessing, are there any announcements that need to be made? I specifically removed your name from the announcement slide. I don't know why, because you're springing up to... Oh, sorry, yes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Vertically challenged, there you go.
Dish tonight at Julie's, so if you haven't told, I'm coming. I just haven't. Yes, yep. Next Sunday afternoon is a next session of the Progressive Christian Network Victoria, which Meryl will be speaking on reading the Bible as narrative, concentrating on Ruth.
Genesis 22 next week.
Sorry?
Genesis 22.
Genesis, that's right. Yeah. So yes, so if you're interested, it'll be a Zoom as well, but we'll be here in the chapel, and there will be afternoon tea if you come and join us. It might just be Meryl and me in here and Michael, but we'll hopefully a couple of other people. It's 4 o'clock next Sunday afternoon. Thank you.
There's a bunch of us going camping for a week on the 10th of November to Freeburg, which is about 6 or 7k from Bright. We're in a caravan park, so there's cabins, powered sites and unpowered sites. So we're accommodating for everybody. So if you'd like to come, just let me know.
Okay. So, there's been a miscommunication.
It's okay, sing it.
I think Chris has it, so... Oh, let's... Shalom to you.